What's up, motherfuckers? I'm Brandon Gordon Gab of GabGames.com, and this is Need for Speed Unbound. That beauty right there is called Belle. Beauty and the Beast theme. Excuse me. Beast is at the wheel. Scorpions because I'm a Scorpio. I am a beast. Belle, she ain't got no love for me. Belle could never love a monster. How could she? As soon as she get the crown, it's gonna be off with his head. And this psycho crazy chick, her multiple personalities, want to tell me about mine. Of course, king and queen always ride together. Now, how can you love me when you want to change me so much? You know? Now, it'd be cool if you cut your hair, change the way you dress, the way you walk, talk, maybe get a new car, live in a better neighborhood. That's all Belle was. I could imagine her talking to Cinderella and them. When I met him, he didn't even know how to use a fork and spoon properly. What type of prince doesn't know how to do that shit? I had to kick him in shape. Call me a liar. They did a whole 30-minute montage of her trying to kick him into shape. Because he wasn't good enough. Then when he was finally tired of her shit, like, oh there, I still gotta go. You ain't my daddy. You can't tell me what to do. The moment he tell us something, you ain't my daddy. You can't tell me what to do. My daddy out there sick somewhere. Well, fine, bitch. Go live with your daddy then. Can't tell you shit. Go live with your daddy. Then her boyfriend, not boyfriend, we're gonna call Gaston her bestie. He told you what, Belle? Fuck him, I'm gonna go beat him up. Let's go, everybody, let's go beat him up. Try to tell you what to do. Everybody, let's kill the beast. Sounds like Beauty and the Beast to me. We all know all them kids Mrs. Potts had was the Beast. So yeah. It's crazy, yo. Off with his head. Change this nigga. Who the fuck is he? I like the house. I like the carriage. I like the servants. But this nigga here gotta go. Off with his head. I don't want no part of that. First thing she did was change the nigga. Never again. You don't have to love me for me. You'll never change who I am again. And that shit dead. Go back to Gaston, bitch. Go back to that womanizing asshole. change it again. I made a permanent change for my daughter. That'll be the last one. This bitch. First thing she did when she was go change the beat. Off with his head. I don't know what you were thinking. Fuck you talking about? This my castle now. This is how you gonna walk talking that. Belle was a dick. Off with his motherfucking head. And it only makes sense that Belle became the Queen of Hearts. You know? Off with his head. Why? Because she came from a town where everybody used to make fun of her. Belle and Cinderella, they have the most likely possibility to become school shooters. Cinderella probably got more possibility of being a hoe versus a school shooter. Belle is school shooter all day. She's nerdy, she stay to herself, and everybody picks on her and talk about her. All them other bitches like, we gonna beat Belle ass because Gaston want this bitch, we want Gaston. Everybody in town, this bitch so weird. She look like she fucking sacrificed cats and shit. You know? Every morning, they go through a routine of talking about this bitch and how it's weird for bitches to read. Nerd, stay to herself, introvert, always into the books, who has an eccentric family. Sounds like school shooter material to me. All she missing is all black hoodies. If she was wearing hoodies, you swear she was a cutter. So Belle is most likely to be school shooter. Cinderella and Rapunzel, I'm putting up for most likely to be a hoe. Cinderella, I guess, be gold digger. I don't know. Cinderella's not a gold digger. Cinderella, work. All she do is work. She do everybody work in the house, all that shit. Like, maybe kill the family, she might do. But because she's always in confinement and always at work, she's just gonna be one tough cookie to crack. She's the modern independent woman, you know, who when she finally got time to go out, might go out and show her ass. I don't do nothing but work and take care of the house. I'm work and home. The fuck you want in my face? I'm out here to try to unwind and enjoy myself. That's Cinderella's attitude. Which is why the king is like, you know, maybe I could try this bitch in another month and see who the shoe fits. Because she's her evil stepmother. You see how her evil stepmother attitude? Before, do the dishes, do this, do that. Cinderella personality is one that, just the way her lifestyle is, takes her to that. She don't got time to play around. So she's always serious and always strict. Clean this, do that. Work, home. When she go out, she don't want you in her fucking face. Get the fuck out my face. I'm trying to enjoy myself. Not until she ready for some dingling is she gonna be nice. Rapunzel, being trapped in the tower all damn day, can't do shit, more than likely going to be a hoe. Because as soon as she gets some freedom, she going to go out there and act wild. Because she don't know what to do with her freedom. She's like, I can do anything I want. I'm going to get naked, show my titties, and go boy crazy. Mulan, most likely to abuse her husband. See? Elsa's most likely to be gay, not Mulan. Mulan just comes from the Amazon tribe, where she's a doer and not a victim. You know? She need a man that's a little more sensitive versus a strong one. Because ain't nobody gonna be above her. Why is that on the wrong side? I'm not on the wrong side. That's on the wrong side. There's a sign on the road. You know? She's more of a doer, but she like boys. She's a tomboy. No, she's the type of girl that's gonna go out and try to drink you under the table. Like, you can't handle your drink lightweight. Let me finish that for you, little bitch. Like, but baby, you know? Elsa's more than likely to be a lesbian. But that don't mean that she is. Tough. But yeah, Mulan, more than likely to be her boyfriend, because she need a softer boyfriend than the others. You know, she needs you to be man enough to deal with her shit, but she don't need you to be man enough to tell her what to do. If you're man enough to tell you what to do, bang, right upside the head, straight to the moon. Because she runs shit. Nobody else holds her fate in their hands. So, who else am I missing? Throw out some princesses for me out here. Maturity is understanding that having these conversations don't make you immature. To be able to have these conversations as adult and put adult logic to shit to give different perspectives is maturity. For example, what's a good example? The conversation I like to have, most guys have with their friends. Batman versus Superman, shit like that. Right? Here's how you know if a guy's a good communicator and stuff. Ladies, I'm putting you on game right now. If a guy can sit there with his friends, let's say they could have a civilized conversation about something stupid and they can make sense about it. Here are my points. Here's the logic behind it. Here's where I stand. Let me hear your points. Let me hear your logic and where you stand. Now here's where we differ, and here's where we kind of saying the same thing in a different light. It's being able to break down the conversation, come to an understanding, and come to an agreement. Sometimes you may never ever come to an agreement. The only agreement that you all come to is the agreement that we both disagree and we stand our stance. That's why these conversations, when guys have these conversations, you have to listen to how they have the conversation and how they end. It might seem stupid to you, but it's the art of conversing. Here's where we differ. Here, we're going to have a fight. We're going to clash here. We know we're going to clash here because I told you Spider-Man is a bitch, and you was like, Superman's a bitch. And now we're arguing who's the bigger bitch. Not who's the better character, because some people might get it confused where we're arguing who's the better character. It's not who's the better character. It's who's the bigger bitch. So understanding conversation and stuff, all of that matters. And all of that comes from those petty conversations and petty, Batman or Superman or Goku. Like, So having those conversations matter. It's all about maturity. Like, again, let's use logical conversation and what is it? Context of characters to make an educated guess on Disney princesses. So the educated guess that I want you all to think about is who is more likely to grow up to be the school shooter? We have to take the context clues of the people we know, the personalities, and the tropes, and make them fit this mold of the school shooter. Constantly picked on, in isolation, has every right to kind of be upset to fit the profile. You know, have access to weapons and stuff, or funding to get weapons, who, out of all we know, is more than likely to be school shooter. So we have to put together clues and things out of context that we don't know, that's not tangible, to put together logical thinking. Cinderella, like I said, she has the possibility because evil stepmother, evil stepsister, forced into isolation, forced to be a servant, you know, but that's different. That's civil war. That's not war on the community. That's like a slave uprising, you know, or a workforce uprising. And that's not necessarily school shooter. School shooter is everybody's going to punish for the way I was treated, not just those that treated me wrong. And that's Belle, because just about everybody treated her wrong. The only person that's probably survived is going to be the library guy, the librarian. I couldn't think of his name. The librarian. He was the only one that was nice to the school shooter. She gonna be like, you know what? I like this book. A book on mass shootings? Yeah, you might want to stay in the house tomorrow. Wink, wink. Like, oh, shit, okay. You know, access. She now has a boyfriend who has a temper issue, who has money, with access to shit. Her boyfriend's temper is just as bad as hers. Right now, they sounding like Harley Quinn and the Joker. She got a little following behind her now because she got some money and got servants. So to be like access to be able to wage war against the town, she has. Probability, or what is it called? Not probability. The motive to want to is legit and sound. And then not only that, she got also the right to catch bodies once they started storming her house or her boyfriend's house. Once they started trying to raid her boyfriend's house, they got the right to let the Uzi go. You know, all it took was a little push. Like, hey, Papa, go tell them about the beast. Like, they didn't believe me, Belle. Don't worry, I got something to push them over the edge. Like, oh, we about to go get this motherfucker. All they had to do was set a trap, lie in wait, like what happened in Beauty and the Beast. Like, they're coming, let them come. All right, everybody, positions. As soon as they ran up in the crib, waited till they got all the way in. It's so quiet. Light they ass up. Ah! Is that not how it happened? Bells knows that she's no dummy. She's the tactician. She's one of the smartest people in the town. We definitely know she's one of the smartest women. And if Gaston is the cream of the crop for men, you know, her dad was technically the smartest man in the town. You know, and the next in line was Gaston. Gaston is more bronze than brains. They easily outmaneuver, you know, the townsfolk. Outplan. I mean, that ain't how it happened. She's like, I'm ready to take down the town now. Take on the town. You sure? I'm sure. You're always welcome here. This is your home. I know. Don't worry about it. She was counting on that shit. She manipulated everybody. Now who's the queen? And this little puppy dog boy here, he's my bitch. Ain't that right, bitch? Whatever you say, dear. Look, I bought you a new book. How to treat dogs better. See her toss it to the side. Bill, most likely to be school shooter. Elsa, most likely to be a lesbian. Why? Because she is cold to a man's touch. No man can touch her. Like, you know, icy, just cold to men. Only people that warms her and she warms are bitches. Like, I don't need a king. I'm cool. I just want to live in a house with my bestie. And we're gonna get a bunch of cats. Yeah. Lesbian. Mulan's tomboy that's gonna beat up her boyfriend. We seen her already deck Han. Chang? What is his name? Chang or Han? We already seen him hit him a few times. Put him in his place. That was her whole way of showing dominance in her whole training class. Decking them right in the schnoz. I'm king of the rock. Call me a liar. Now here, let me carry that. Go open the door, little bitch. No, I got the plan. Shut up and listen to me. Mulan. That's why I feel sorry for my daughter boyfriend. My daughter is, she like strong female characters. You know, she's not anti-guy per se. She's just pro-woman. You know, Mulan, Meredith, Tiana, Elsa. Who else? She likes Rapunzel. That's Rapunzel and Tiana is her girly side. But the face she show the world every day, because she is a daddy's girl, It's the tough girl, the Mulan, the Meredith, and the Elsa. You know? But her girly side for sure, she Tiana and Rapunzel. And Ariel. Personally, I gave her Ariel. Yep. She's an Ariel. Fucking pain in my ass. Spoiled ass little girl. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Dad, I need more shit. What do you want? I don't know, because my collection's complete. You better go out there and go find me anything. I don't want none of this shit you think I want. I want the shit that I don't know that I want. And you can't tell me anything. Because I want it, whatever it is. This fucking spoiled little girl. Yeah, she's ready to explore on her own. I'm like, ha ha. Ha ha. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Rapunzel, take your ass back in that tower. I tried not to Rapunzel her out. But I tried not to Little Mermaid it either. Like, Trident had every right to want to keep her in the house. Here's my argument for King Trident. First of all, Ariel's only 16. Right? Like, she's about that age to want to go out and explore. But Trident, no, ain't nothing out there but open legs. His 7 daughters is proof of that. Because he going out there smashing. Now, my theory is Ursula is his wife. That's her relationship to King Trident. Ursula is like, I'm a bad bitch. That's why Little Mermaid went to it. Ariel went to it. She like, I need advice, mama. Okay, first advice is whatever we speak here, you don't say shit to your dad. Okay? This is between girls. It's between women. Everything I'm telling you here does not leave this fucking room. I swear to God, if your dad fucking finds out, bang, right in the kisser. Like, right, that's why the contract is whatever happens here, you can't speak about. It's a NDA disclosure, non-disclosure agreement. Whatever me and you talk about, Ursula, like she said, I have my ways of getting men. And she showed off her big ass booty. She a little chunky now because she had 7 fucking kids. She's like, King Trident can't keep his hands off me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to men. There's more than voicing your fucking opinion that you could do to get a man. Like, shut the fuck up. So first thing you need to learn to do is shut the fuck up. You can't tell your dad shit. She's like, I once was a bad bitch. Hence her human form. That's how I got me a prince. King Trident, not Eric. Now, the conflict for Ariel and Eric and Ursula is, here's what my mom said to do to get a guy, right? So now she feel like Eric is dating her mom and not her, because she's listening to her mom and she's doing everything her mom tells her to a T. So it's like, you don't like me, you like my mom. So she's like, I gotta speak up for myself. Hence her getting her voice back. Just to make sure you love me and not the image I portray of a woman that you think I am. Right, she had 7 kids. She like, Honey, I know how to keep a man. They can't keep their hands off me. I got 7 fucking kids, including you, bitch. Don't question me. You came here for advice. Now, what's rule number 1? Don't say shit. Good. Rule number 2. Learn body language. Learn how to say fuck me with your eyes. All day on Kiss the Girl, that's all Ariel did, was give the Nala fuck me eyes. See, you got to think of things like an adult. Again, trying like, oh my God, that's about the age I met her mama. She want to go out there and run the streets and shit. I got the baddest bitches in the seas. Excuse my language. That's his daughter. You know? He got the dad bod going. His wife's Ursula. You know? Like, he didn't seem like he was stressed for getting some ass. He was just stressed from running around chasing the girl. Like, oh my Lord, now my baby. You know what I mean? Princess Jasmine. Princess Jasmine is probably most likely to sell drugs. If I had to break her down, she's most likely to catch a... Nah, she's the type that'll key a car. Like, Princess Jasmine is hardcore. Like, she ain't no princess. You know? She out here running around with the locals. Like, you need to find you a good church-going boy. I fuck that shit, Dad. I'm out here in these streets, running rooftops and ducking guards and shit. I'm hardcore. No. With her gang-banging boyfriend. Out here, Fast and the Furious styles, stealing shit. Running from the guards. She likes bad boys. You know? If they would have made Princess Jasmine marry the Viking, she probably would have been right at home. So they lucky that she married Aladdin and not Hiccup. If she married Hiccup, the neighboring kingdom is ready. They got to be ready for war. Because Vikings are a little bit more hardcore. Aladdin is... He's not... Aladdin is a hood nigga. He's not a gangster. Put it like that. He from the hood. He know how to move around the hood. But to be like hardcore gangster, he's not hardcore gangster. Hiccup is hardcore gangster compared to Aladdin. Going out, fighting dragons, training dragons as kids. Like, I think one of their things as kids is to go out, is to actually go fight a dragon. Even though it's in a controlled area, they actually have to go out and defeat a dragon. As a sign into puberty. You know what I mean? They're a little bit more, they're different. Aladdin is the street dude. He know how to get around on the street. He didn't need a rite of passage to be like, you hood. Hood is where he grew up. You know, like there's just some families in the hood that it's like, you know, at a young age, their parents put a gun in their hand. you could tell it's their mentality, the way they move, the way they think. Anybody that played with guns before the age of 18, their parents are hardcore. You know? I know this one lady, she lost like 6 kids. I might be exaggerating, maybe 3 kids to gun violence. All by the age of like 18. And I'm like, you don't think that the way you raising these motherfuckers is the problem? It's not the kid, it's the parents. She the type that's like, you know, she's the type, I'm gonna have my son beat your ass. You know? Same thing like that video of that dude who shot the guy at the store, or the kid got shot, somebody got shot because the mama was talking shit though. The mama didn't know how to control herself. And she went and got her son, and now they all like, oh, the kid was just defending his mom. Like, no. You could tell by her attitude in the video, there was no audio, but you could tell by her attitude in the video, she's the type that's like, my son is hood. You know, I raised my kids to be hood. My son to beat your ass. I call my son up here to beat your ass. You know, and that's her energy. Some people raise their kids like that. That's hardcore parenting. That's not, you know, it's not cool. Right, and he came in there and he shot the man he pulled the gun on the man and the man shot him. Either way, there was a dead body at the end. All because this bitch didn't know how to shut her fucking mouth because her son got a gun. You know what I mean? It's something that's street. No, you know what I'm saying? That's a gangster ass raising or upbringing. That ain't got nothing to do with the kid. That's the household. Aladdin, on the other hand, he's just hood. That's why they like, I blame parents, except he hasn't got him. His parents didn't raise him to be like this. He's just out here surviving. Logic. Have you applied adult logic to the things that you watch? Right, it's a whole different upbringing. Hiccup is raised by those parents that's like, I'm raising you to murder and kill. Albeit what they're being raised to murder and kill are dragons. They're still being raised to murder and kill. It don't change that. So, other Disney princesses, give me some. Let's try to see what we can make of it. Let's see, Ariel. Again, the hidden story behind Ariel isn't Ariel's story. It's Ursula's story and King Triton's story. No. Again, right. She like, honey, got to waving that dump truck behind her ass. Bang, bang, bang. I know something about getting men. Bang, bang, bang. You know, And that's because her body's shaped like that. Like, she doesn't have the perfect body because she had 7 kids. You know, her story about her and Prince Eric is the story about her and Prince Eric is her and King Triton. Ariel is seeing it as she's trying to take Eric because she's modeling what she's doing after her mother. So again, do you love me or do you love my mother? Like back in the day, I was a baddie. You know, bang, 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 body like blah. You know? Till motherfuckers can't keep their hands off and it was all bang, 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 bang all day. Now I got all y'all 7 of y'all ass. Right? So that's the hidden story. Ariel herself is probably the most tame out of them all. Because Ariel wasn't doing anything really but going through normal puberty, whether you're a man or a woman. You know, some of the stuff I do just don't entertain me no more. What is it that I'm seeking? You know, one day it just happened to come across it, a drowning guy. You know, and that was important because again, King Triton. Like, if there's plenty fish in the sea, I'm fucking Aquaman, swimming through all these bitches. So the fact that Prince Eric is similar to her dad, as in she found him in the sea, a sea of bitches, basically. You know, to stand out amongst the women or the plenty of fish in the sea, she had to figure it out. Right. She found him drowning in the sea of bitches. And he like, oh my lord, I can't take this shit no more. All these bitches the same, basically. So she had to figure out how to be the belle of the ball. She like, what can I do? Like, all them other bitches probably talk too much. Shut the fuck up and be pretty. And give them the fuck me eyes. What the fuck is the fuck me eyes? It's all about body language there. It's all about body language. First, you might want to touch his hand. And then you might want to accidentally fall into his chest. And you want to make eye contact and bat your eyes. Give a slight smile and say, hee hee. And then when you are two in a secluded place and alone, you look them right into the eyes, and you bite your lower lip, and just make yourself enticing. Trust me, you'll be dealing with rock monsters in no time. And what the fuck is a rock monster? You'll find out. It's like a trouser snake. And that's what happened. La 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 la, kiss the girl. Eye contact. She hit him with that. You know, the bow in agreement. Like, it's okay. I'm a lady, you know. She can't say fuck me. But she gave him the head bow. It's okay. And then spit a lower lip. Put on her sexy face. Fuck me. You call me a liar. Tell me that's not what the fuck happened. Long story short, ladies, be sexy and shut the fuck up. Give us the fuck me eyes. I didn't make it up. That's what the fuck though. You know, that's Little Mermaid. Alright, it's just a Little Mermaid. I didn't make that shit up. Because there's some things you can't help. Can't help the maturity. Or wanting to go through, or puberty. Can't help puberty. I'm going through that as a father myself. Actually, I'm going through that again. I'm going through maturity. I went through puberty. I'm going through maturity now. I said maturity. Maturity now. Maturity is knowing that it's okay for me to like the things I liked as a kid. You know, it's okay for me to face my trauma. Right? Because immaturity as an adult is, I'm not allowed to like video games. I'm not allowed to like coloring. I'm not allowed to like anime. I'm not allowed to like whatever the fuck I like because it's associated with children, you know? When it's like, it's not what you do, it's how you do it that makes you a kid. What? So that's maturity. Again, I'm gonna go back to makeup. Personally, I'm not a fan of heavy makeup. I'm not a fan of a lot of makeup. I'm not really a fan of makeup. There's some women that's just so beautiful without it. And then there's some of you bitches that need it. You know, but I'm gonna use makeup to talk about maturity. You start wearing makeup or try to start wearing makeup as a 12-year-old girl. You learn how to be better You learn how to wear makeup more mature. You're like, my foundation don't need to be so strong, or my blush don't need to be so strong, my mascara don't need to be so strong. You learn how to subtly apply makeup. You learn what events need makeup and what events don't require makeup. You will learn that you don't need all makeup, on at once. Like you mature when it comes to putting on makeup. So wearing makeup isn't the problem. The immaturity and inexperience of using makeup is the problem. So same thing. Like right now, maturity for me when it comes to this game in particular. Right now, I'm not doing anything but driving around. I know that. I'm kind of here just for the adrenaline rush. I know how to make money here. Okay, gaming as an adult. Here's gaming as an adult in a nutshell. Here's our map. How do we utilize our map? Right? What are activities to do? Collectibles, events. What's the economy of this world? How do we make money in this world? What are the different ways to make money in this world? What are the different ways to make experience in this world? What is our character able to do and not do? Learning the rules of the world, or knowing the rules of the world and how to apply them to better suit your play style, is maturity. You get what I'm saying? Once you understand a video game's economy, just like the real world, then you can make it. You can use exploits. Like Hogwarts Legacy. One of the best ways to make money in Hogwarts Legacy is by becoming a poacher. Going and finding beasts and capturing beasts and selling them off to the local store. Becoming a poacher in Hogwarts Legacy is the fastest way to earn money. You'll never go broke once you learn how to capture beasts. So, you gotta learn how to fish. I could go to these races, but personally I don't go to any of these races. Because I'm not here to be one of those guys. I'm here to play the game, make some money. So, when random races pop up like that, right on cue, I accept. Now personally, I don't accept if it's more than 3 people. If I don't place, I don't get paid the money I think I deserve. So if it's more than 3 people, I'm backing out. Because I need the money. I need guaranteed money. That's maturity. Old man gaming versus maturity. Like, one thing I can't help right now is staying on the road. As a seasoned driver, I can't help but stay on the road. There's kids that don't even think about it, or people that don't even think about staying on the road. Like, shit, I'm gonna drive through the woods, GTA style. The fastest way through to any point in GTA is to drive through everything. You get what I'm saying? The maturity versus the immaturity. As a driver, I can't help but stay on the road. So I don't even look for shortcuts to be like cutting corners, things like that. I try not to. I feel like I suck if I hit a corner. Cut it short, like, smack that pole, I suck. So maturity versus immaturity. I'm gonna put that AC in my windows today. So it's all about how you view things and conversation, which equals mature or immature. For example, the word boobies. An immature man would laugh. Boobies. It's a funny word, don't get me wrong. You know, some things don't change too much. It all depends. If I'm with a younger crowd, I might giggle. But boobies, the word boobies make me happy for a different reason. Because saying the word boobies is a funny word. But if somebody like boobies, and I look up and there's boobies, I'm happy for a different reason, right? See, maturity and immaturity. Immaturity is the word makes you happy. Maturity is seeing the titties make you happy. Like one mature, immature thing I do is call it Titty Cancer Awareness Month instead of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Immaturity is trying to correct me. No, it's breast cancer awareness. I thought they were titties. The proper word is breast. Now, I thought it was just to bring awareness to the titties. It's Awareness Month. Me saying titties is Titty Cancer Awareness Month. Now you want to argue that the semantics of the word titties versus breast. It's like, you know, aren't we on the same side here? It's to bring awareness to those titties. I love titties. I want titties to survive. Titty Cancer Awareness Month. Right? It might not be politically correct wordage, but I'm still here bringing awareness to those titties and the cancer that affects them. Titty Cancer Awareness Month. Nobody has a ball cancer awareness month. Protect those balls. It's all Titty Cancer Awareness Month. I have a month called Balls Month. Call it Balls to the Wall. Right? To argue with me over the word. I'm like, happy Titty Cancer Awareness Month. Breast Cancer Awareness. You know? Who's more immature? Instead of the person just giving me a pink ribbon or a button that says, you know, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you'll argue with me about the usage of the word titty. Not maturity, Karen. You know what I mean? How is that maturity? Help me understand. Now I'm an asshole and I'm a misogynistic dick because I use the word titties to bring awareness that titties are under attack by cancer. But you want to attack me for bringing that awareness, which is what the whole month is about. Bringing awareness about cancer that attacks titties. But it's better than not having a conversation, right? That's maturity, understanding that. It's better than not having a conversation. IQ isn't about what you know. Sometimes it is. But it's about what you know and your ability to put it together and properly articulate your stance either way. You can't articulate your stance. Are you mature? Right. Sometimes it isn't about just being right. It's about the conversation. Hey. Some people want to argue being right. And it's about being right. Because there is no right answer sometimes. Titties or breasts. Which one is the proper word? All depends on who you are and what you like to hear. Where you are sometimes too. Oh, he just murdered that guy. So logic and the ability to express yourself properly, coherently, and stuff like that is all about the conversation. Titty Cancer Awareness Month or Breast Cancer Awareness Month? Me personally, I like the sound of Titty Cancer Awareness Month. Like titties. Where? Fuck cancer. I love titties. Because you like breasts. I want to see grandma titties. Breast or grandma titties. Nobody want to hear about grandma titties. We want to hear about titties. Boobs are little titties. Like, she got boobs. Those are little titties. Just developing titties. Breasts are grandma titties. And titties are the appropriate age titties. Women don't even use breasts like that. Only when they're trying to sound sophisticated. You know how many women I done hung with? They're like, damn, she got some big ass titties. A lot of women I done hung with. They're like, damn, those some nice titties. Because women use the word titties also. Only when they're trying to sound sophisticated do they use the word breast. Even your grandma, right now, if she see a young lady with her titties out, she gonna be like, why she got all them titties out like that? She not gonna say why she got her breast out like that. She gonna be like, why she got her titties out? Only time she gonna say breast is if the girl is in her face, which might be your girlfriend. Like, son, you think she should have a breast out like that to make it sound old? Instead of saying, hell no, she got too much titties to be bringing around the family like that. Titties all out everywhere. To be nice, she gonna use the word breast. You don't think that dress is revealing too much of her breast? You don't think her breasts are a little too big for that shirt? It's only when they're trying to mildly insult you do they use breasts to be sophisticated. Again, it's the sophisticated backhand. But as soon as she leave, as soon as that girl leave, now you know that girl shouldn't have had her titties out like that. Bring that hoe over here with them titties out. You know your grandpa got a bad heart. All them titties gonna get that man a heart attack. Right? Call me a liar. You can't. You can't call me a liar. It's maturity. It's just maturity, man. That's why this stream is rated TVMA, mature audience. Because there's no telling what I'll talk about. Like this man said titties so many times, this can't be made for kids. This nigga just said titties like 50 million times in the past 10 minutes. Titties this and titties that. What the hell are you watching talking about all these titties? There better be some goddamn titties on the screen at least. You know, you're a dad, you hear this titty talk. You go see what your kid watching and they watching somebody drive around in a fucking car with a character on it. Like, what the fuck? You're not even looking at titties to be hearing titties so much. You know what? Give me that shit. I gotta yell at you for the word titties, but I ain't even no titties on the screen when I take your tablet. I'm disappointed, son. I'm disappointed. At least let there be titties. Oh, those are some nice titties. Get out of here. Got some good taste. I'm gonna need this tablet a minute. Matter of fact, go outside and play. Where's the Vaseline? You know? Oh man. I need help, y'all. I need a good woman to help me. I need help surviving. When I say surviving, I need help surviving having a daughter. I have a 15-year-old daughter, 16 this year in August. And she's a shapely young lady. You know, going through puberty and all of that shit. It's like, oh my Lord. So I've kind of become desensitized to the woman form. If you know, dads know what I mean. You know, if you're a good dad. You know, because you can't always, I can't just look at bodies now. You know, I can't look at bodies. You know, I got my daughter and then my little cousin, same age, and they're maturing and developing. It's like, it's hard for me to look at the woman body the same, if that makes sense. So I need a good woman to help me. It's already hard for me to think with my dick because I'm surrounded by women I can't fuck. My daughter, my mother, my little cousin, my daughter's mother, you know, the chicks I work with. Like, I work with so many women. Got some nice bodies too, but I don't fuck women where I work. I like money. If I gotta choose money or pussy, if I go to a location to get money or pussy, which one am I getting? I'm not a pimp, so I can't get both. Right? I choose the money. Because eventually fucking them bitches at the job, I'm gonna lose my job. If I fuck them bitches at the job. Because women be jealous, and I'm a flirt. There's too many women that come into that job for me not to be looking at ass and titties. Like, I inadvertently be seeing ass and titties. Like, I keep my head in my work. The only way I know somebody's standing in front of me most times is because they put the pussy print right in front of my face. Excuse me, sir. That's what talk to me first. Or some guy with a man bulge. Excuse me. Like, whoa, buddy. You gotta put a bell on you. State yourself before you walk up this close to my peripherals. I keep my head in my work. You know, I keep my head down into my work to avoid looking at all the pretty women that come in. So it's like, I need a good woman to help me keep my manhood, my sanity. By the time I get off work, I don't really be wanting to deal with nobody. It take me a good time to relax and come down from work, from the work mentality. You know, it's actually this one chick. I want to fuck the shit out of her. She be on my train ride home. Cause she hangs with she's the Princess Jasmine of the group. She hangs with some hardcore people. They be up there selling drugs and shit on the train. So she always out there. But she's definitely the Princess Jasmine. The way she look, carry herself, hygiene, everything. She's a lady. You know, she not a ratchet. Cause there be ratchets out there like, bitch, you ugly. You look like you stink. You stink. I wouldn't fuck you with his dick. You know, they just ratchet. She carry herself different. She the Princess Jasmine of it. So I like her. I spoke to her yesterday. I used to buy weed from her. I'm like, no, you're not gonna have that control over me. So I stopped buying weed from her. Actually, I just got a different weed, man. But, it disappeared. There it goes. But she pretty, she hardcore. I think she hardcore. She hardcore enough. Cause she got a lot of their ass in check. So I spoke to her yesterday. Like, hey. Like, hey. Like, I got a hey back. I'm handsome. She wanna fuck. Did it leave? Oh, okay. Like, I got a hey back. She wanna fuck. But she know I be in her face. I be all up in her face. You know, some days I be trying to speak, but no words come out. And she be hitting me with that shit. Nigga, you better speak. Hit me with, huh? You say something? Nah, I ain't say nothing. Pussy. But yesterday I spoke. Hey, she's so beautiful. She got, oh my lord. She's so fucking built. Oh. It's not a lot of women built like that. Like, she's slim, thick, nice ass, nice titties, beautiful skin complexion. She keep her hair together. Like, she ain't a broke bitch. She ain't out there hustling for nothing. So I know she ain't selling pussy. Cause she don't look like she needs to sell pussy. She pretty enough that men just gonna give her their money. Nah, I gotta be careful. I don't know these hoes. Excuse my language, lady, man. Right? I ain't saying she's a hoe. Just saying. Sometimes you can find everything you need on the train. So, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Nah, I'm not gonna make it this time. Beautiful, beautiful. I think we're, oh no, she, are we talking about all the, she for the streets. Just because this is the way she make her money, this is the way she know how to make her money. So to ask her to do anything else, you know, wouldn't be fair. To expect her to do anything else wouldn't be fair. To expect her to do anything else wouldn't be fair. Like, but I like her. So pretty. So gorgeous. And she's so ladylike. You know, for her to be so hardcore, she's so ladylike. I love her skin complexion. I love her facial features. Like I said, her body bang. I could save it. I could change it. I could change it. She just needs somebody to love her properly. Nah, just if I can't change the way she eats, then ain't no point in me fucking with her. If I don't have the means to put money in her pocket that comes just as fast and as much, then I'll never be able to keep it. Nissan train. This ain't Porsche train. Thought I saw Nissan on the building. I'll never be able to keep it. Not unless I could put big money fast into her account. And that's just plain and simple. To get her away from that life. Like, hey, let me show you how to make the real money. The same money, legit, fast, and you know, it ain't about what you got. It's about being able to put her in the position to win. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, you gotta be able to understand how to tame the beast. What's the beast? She only out there for the dope. Lifestyle, if she could slow down, still make the same money without worrying, she probably would. Excitement's different. I could show you a new world. Showing you a new world ain't the issue. Learning something new, being part of the new world is exciting in itself. From the normal. You know? And I'm like, she's so perfect, but I don't think that I have a chance. Just because lifestyle. Be like, am I handsome? Would she fuck me? I think she would. My handsome wish you fucking. I definitely think so. I always got to go. So yeah, just I don't think I'm her type. I ain't gonna say I'm not her type. Just coming from different backgrounds. I don't think I'm good enough for what she may be looking for. Assumptions, you know. She's so goddamn cute. She know I'm looking at her too. I just remember one day, her friends was teasing me. And I think I heard it right. Like, there go your boo thing. You know, it made fun of her finger because I think she smashed her finger. So her finger was all black and blue. So I think they were teasing me. And there go your boo thing. Your finger's all fucked up. We don't want you with your fingers looking like that. Whoops. I'm gonna say, the car fell right on that guy. Whee! I needed that money. I like those little link ups. Get good money there. Like I could do that and just do the link ups to earn up my money. It's all about how you plan on surviving in this economy. Once you learn how to make money in the game, then you learn how to survive. You could buy things, you could buy the materials you need, you could buy equipment, you could buy whatever. In the RPG, once you learn how to make money, learning your map is the first thing.
because she's so damn bad, so beautiful. I love her skin complexion. She got this caramel skin complexion that always looks so hydrated, so soft. I just feel like out of all, like, there's not a lot of women that meet my standards to begin with, look wise and physically. She looked like the girl I proposed to a little bit. The lady I proposed to, the woman I proposed to, she looked like her. Skin complexion wise, she a little bit taller. Might be a little bit more built. But she's so goddamn gorgeous and beautiful. You know, it's not a lot of women that got it. Because it's a lot of women that don't want to take care of themselves. Like, I'm stuck in between, like, finding the average woman that take care of herself is my problem. In order for me to find the type of woman that suits the body I'm looking for, I gotta go get a gym membership. But personally, I don't have time to go to the gym. So that's why I don't get a gym membership. Not that I don't stay in shape. You know? So I gotta find somebody that's into that on their own. And my generation of women right now, they've been going through 10 years of, you can't tell me shit, you can't tell me what to do, it's my money, I'ma spend it, it's your money, I'ma spend it. And like, all they spend that shit on is food and vacation. These bitches blew the fuck up. And then they want to be mad at me because I'm in shape, talking about, you ain't put on no adult weight. Baby, I put on weight and I lost weight. Y'all not taking care of yourselves. That's why I have their boyfriend. 90% of the women that go on vacations a lot or have a lot of brunches, their boyfriends be fat. Why? Because as long as their boyfriend is fatter than them, then they won't feel fat. It's the mentality behind this shit. You know, I learned that a lot. I learned that. You know, like, I had a motherfucker tell me, like for an adult, you know, you only weigh 150 pounds, right? He like, I'm almost 50 pounds. And he like 21. He like, I'm almost 150 pounds. I'm at 130. I'm like, yeah, but compared, me and you look like we weigh the same weight. But I still got you by 20 pounds. I'm in a different shape than you. If you put on 20 pounds right now, you're gonna look fat. But me and you look like we got the same body type, and I got 20 pounds on you. And we're the same height. That's the difference in exercising and not. Because you don't exercise. You're like, nah, I don't. I ain't exercising shit. Like, exactly. I'm 150 in shape. I'm 150 lean meat. They're like, you look fat, but you're not fat. I don't get it. And that's just because I'm wide. I got a wide build, technically. You know? But I'm like, you know, I look in the mirror. I know something wrong with my mentality. I look in the mirror, and every time I look in the mirror, I feel fat. It's not like I feel chubby. I look in the mirror and I see fat. I still see myself at 160. But, you know, because then I get insecure. And then I grab myself. I kind of hug myself. And when I hug myself, I'm like, damn. That's not the guy in the mirror and the guy I'm hugging are in two different weight classes. For real, I'm like, damn. So I know it's a mental thing, and I don't know how to get past that. I don't know how to get past that. Because it's obviously mental. Because like I said, when I hug myself, I'm like, damn, I expected my hands to sit out here. Every time I look in the mirror, or I see my reflection, I expect my hands to sit out here. It's like rest on top of my stomach. But the way my hands sit, I'm like, shit. Where the fuck is the stomach that my brain is expecting to touch? Like, nigga, I got you by 20 pounds, and we look like we weigh the same. I'm built different than you, you know? Like, at your age, I'm like, nigga, weight ain't got nothing to do with age. Stop letting these bitches tell you that shit. That's woman talk. So they ain't gotta exercise. That's lazy woman talk. Because at first it was baby weight. Oh, this just my baby weight. Now it's just my adult weight. Man, shut the fuck up and exercise. You know? Shut the fuck up and exercise. My baby weight, all in my 20s, I couldn't get past 125 pounds. If I hit 130 pounds, it's because I spent a week of eating and sleeping. By the end of the next week, I'm back to 125. I went from 125 pounds to 160 pounds. Gained 35 pounds. Then I dropped back down to 145. I'm currently at 149. Because 160 without the proper exercise. Like, I wore it good. I wore it good as hell. Don't get me wrong. Motherfuckers like, you box. You look like you box. I'm like, what? I wore it well. Just at that weight, without the proper muscle building and stuff, it weighed heavy on my knees. Every time I walked, I felt fat. So I'm like, I gotta slim down and I gotta strengthen up. So when I strengthen up again, I'm not gonna put on the 160 pounds until I'm lifting. So my goal is to stay for the next 2 years at 150. I'm working on my core, I'm working on my abs. By 40, I want a six pack. When I went and did my gym membership, because they were trying to get me to join the gym, they're like, I got 2 years. 37. I'll be 38 this October. I got 2 years to get it done. Like, 2 years? Nigga, give us by the end of the year. That was like a month or two ago. Like, give us by the end of the year, you'll have a six pack. I guarantee it. You at technically I was at 11% body fat. And I'm 150 pounds, and I was coming off of the winter. So that's 11% with the winter weight, body fat. You get what I'm saying? From sitting, not doing cardio. I can't say not exercising. That's from sitting and not doing cardio. From November till I just started my cardio this month. From not doing cardio, I gained 4 pounds, 5 pounds, and like I said, it's 5 superficial because sweating and all of that shit gonna knock that shit right off. Like, nigga, by the end of the month, not the end of the month, by the end of the year, you'll have your 6-pack. Like, I got 2 years. It's the journey, not destination. The reason why I want to do it at home is because everybody don't have, I want to actually be a motivational story, kind of. Everybody don't have the means to get to a gym. Everybody don't have gym equipment. Everybody don't have that shit. And I'm one of those people that don't have that shit. It all started at home. You know, I got a bike, like a bicycle. I be racing buses and shit. You know, the only time I let a bus go ahead of me is if it's like they come up out of nowhere and pass me. But when I'm saying go ahead of me, like I don't try to keep up, is if I'm too close and all I'm smelling is fumes. I'm not trying to get high off of fumes. You know, you ever ridden so close behind a bus that all you get is the bus fume? I'll be out there like I'm Peter Parker. I intentionally be like, okay, let me see how many buses pass me. Because buses come every 15 minutes. If one passed me, I'm like, maybe it was in the middle of the route or something. Or it was right there. How long can I keep up with that bus? Like, especially if I get off, if there's a bus right there. Oh, sorry. Especially if there's a bus right there. And I'm like, okay, let's see. How long can I keep up? Like, it got a block on me, but there's people at that bus stop. There's a light there. There's people on the next one. You know what? It probably don't lose me until another 2 main streets. You know what I mean? 2 main streets is like 4 lights. Like 4 lights into that bus could possibly lose me. I don't want to get in front of it because I don't want to feel pressure to try to stay in front of it. So I prefer that it get past me. But it's been so many times, like, ain't no bus past me. Bus be right there. I'm gonna race you today. Bus ain't past me at all. Yeah, boy. My trusty steed. What am I without my trusty steed? So, bike riding, push-ups, sit-ups, that's my exercise. I jump rope too. That's my exercise. You know, full body workout. Get my cardio in, get my leg day by jumping my rope. You know, my lower abs and stuff, riding my bike. So, they're like, man, by the end of the year, we'll have you with a 6-pack. Not just the press-on 6-pack, nigga. We'll have you with a 6-pack, 6-pack. Like, you know, I'm setting an example for my daughter. I'm setting an example for the people I love and the people that love me. To start at home. All that shit we could do at home. The journey might be a little bit longer because we don't have the proper equipment. But that don't mean that it can't get done at home. My daughter junior year start next year. I want her to start exercising with me this year, to be honest. If I could have got her to start exercising with me this summer, it'd actually be great. I told her if by prom she won't, I have her out here looking like Nicki Minaj. That's the only reason I wanted to wait on her exercising and stuff. Like, she already picked up sports, because once I told her that, she decided to get in sports. So I know she's conscious, or she care about how she looks. She's just not gonna make a big deal about it because she don't want to put that pressure on herself nor nobody else. But if my daughter exercises with me right now, starting this summer, by prom, she gonna look like Nicki Minaj. I'm not bullshitting. She's already proportioned nicely. It's to make it tight and to shed a little bit of weight. You know? But I let her know it's not an easy journey. It takes consistency, dedication. You know, that's why I'm glad she got into the sport. Because it's her way of doing it and having fun. You know? Like, it's not easy because nobody can motivate you to do it but you. It's not like homework. It's not like, you know, changing a tire or something where somebody else could do it for you. When it comes to this, only you can do it. And that's why I want you to understand the importance of exercise, because there's going to come a time where you feel like you have no control. You know, there is going to be a time where you feel like you have no control. All I do is work, sleep, get up, and go to work. I don't have any time for myself. I feel like I'm doing stuff for other people, especially if you have kids. You know, you're going to feel like you're always doing stuff for other people. You have no time for yourself. And it's going to take you to find the extra motivation to get up and do things for yourself. Nobody else can do this for you. So I want you to understand how important exercise is. She's like, okay. No, but I told her. I told her that her freshman year. No, the beginning of her sophomore year. I'm like, the only reason I don't want you to exercise, I'm not going to pressure you to exercise me with me now, is because I don't want you too hot before your time, and now I got to go get a gun and fight little boys. So I will fuck up one of these little boys. And I will fuck you up. It's not just on them. I will fuck you up too. That's the only reason I'm not trying to force you to exercise with me. So I don't want you hotter than you need to be. And she's like, huh? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Like, look, if you exercise with me starting junior year, by the time you hit prom, you'll be looking like Nicki Minaj. You know, I guess she went and she sized herself up. And she's like, damn. It's true. I see it. So she got into sports. Just like, I don't want you to be hotter than you need to be. Shit. I had you looking like Nicki Minaj out here, girl. Quit playing. My daughter's hot. It runs in the family. Real shit. It runs in the fucking family. Cause I'm a hairstyle away from being a pretty boy. A hairstyle and an iron away from being a pretty boy. When I used to iron a lot and keep my hair maintained, motherfuckers like, oh, you think you too pretty. Girls and guys. Girls found me intimidating because I was pretty. Guys wanted to fight me because they thought I was a pretty boy. They thought shit was sweet. That's why I maintain the rugged look right now. It keeps me out of fights. And you know, it keeps the women at bay enough. And like, I don't know. He look like he got it, but he look like he don't. Look like it's a little rough for him, you know. Because when shit looks sweet, all the bitches want you because they think you sweet. He gonna give me everything I want. Who I fan when they feel like they gotta work for it. And I don't know. I don't know. So, like I said, it runs in the family. It really do. Her mama not ugly neither. She'd have kept up with exercising. I almost would have been like, you know, it's gonna be hard for me to replace her. But she ain't never really been an exercise person. Like, you know, I think she got it once she started exercising. Because I used to tell her all the time, like, I didn't tell her she was fat or nothing. Not like you fat, you know, you out of shape. Just, I'm about to go hoop. I want to go hoop. You know, you want to hoop? Of course she gonna say no. You want to go to the park? You know, we could walk the park. We could walk the track. We could go out and get active. You know, I could teach you how to ride a bike. She don't know how to ride a bike. I even volunteered to teach her how to ride a bike. Teach you how to ride a bike. We could go out for a bike ride, you know, things like that. And nah, I'm cool. I never want to do nothing active. Disappointing. You know, started exercising and stuff a little bit, slimmed down a bit. I'm like, there you go. Didn't look like she quit. No, I'm proud of her. It's not like, you know, to see the woman I saw inside of her, if she see that woman, at least physically, kudos. The woman I needed her to be emotionally, like for me, she wasn't really. You know? And that was the problem. I'll pork a chubby chick. Don't get me wrong. Not even cupping. But the emotional and mental security I needed, she just didn't give it. So it's a lot more than the physical. She get physically in shape right now. I might try to fuck her again. Right now, I'm gonna try to fuck her when I get really, really horny. Now that's how she knows. She's like, you thirsty, huh? A little bit. Because I'll never hit her up on that shit. I'm not on that time. You know? Right now, I stay at home with my mother because I have a 15-year-old kid, about to be 16. For like the past 4 years has been the most stable years of my adult life. From 18 to 30, 32. I'll be around 37, 32, 33. It was so unstable. Living with this woman, living with that woman, sleeping on people's couches. Just bitches, finding out bitches ain't shit. Trying to build a future with bitches that ain't shit. You know, my mother kicked me out for one reason or another. I don't want to get into that shit. And people don't understand the instability that creates. So the past 4 years have been the most stable of my life. And 2 out of those 3 years, I lived with my mother. 2, maybe 3 years out of those 4 years, I lived with my mother. So to sit here and try to critique me and criticize me for living with my mother, not knowing my journey, you can suck my dick. This is the most stable place for me until my daughter at least graduated out of high school. It gave me a little bit of money that I could help more with a growing child that needs a little bit more. I get to help my mother pay off her mortgage or cut into the mortgage. You know, things like that fucking matters. Like, I helped so much, she just went and installed new windows. I'm like, where the fuck is this money coming from? Don't worry, I got it, bitch. Shut up. Just keep giving me that moolah. Like, I don't get spoiled. I told you my plan. At 40, I'm leaving. Daughter should be able to go off to college. She says she's staying in the city, but I could get my own apartment then. I'll be able to build up myself. The next 2 years is all about building credit. 38 to 40 is all about building credit. So by the time it comes to go, the only reason I really want to have good credit is so I can help my daughter's mother co-sign, or I could get me a co-signer for my daughter's car. No, so my daughter, when she graduated high school, she could get a new car. Because I've done used cars my whole life. And to be like, all the money I've wasted into cars. My first job, I got my first car sophomore year of high school. That car carried me through senior year. My first job, I spent so much money fixing that car. That car stayed down more than it was up. Then when I finally did get it running and had it decent, motherfuckers breaking my windows to steal my radio and all types of shit. I'm getting pulled over left and right because they like, what you doing in a big body Buick? All metal. Nigga, this dope dealer car. How old are you, son? Like, I've been getting pulled over by the police since I was 16. That's why I don't really care for a car now. I went through 10 years of that before I decided I don't want no car anymore. Getting pulled over constantly 3-4 times a week. Like, damn. Why am I getting pulled over so fucking much? And then motherfuckers got the nerve to tell me, well, maybe you should cut your locks. What? I should cut my hair to stop getting pulled over? Maybe y'all motherfuckers should stop pulling me the fuck over. When I had my braids, you was pulling me the fuck over. When I had my fro, you was pulling me the fuck over. Matter of fact, when I had my fade, you were pulling me the fuck over. Hair ain't got nothing to do with it. It's profiling. I'm a young black kid in a big body Buick. Either I'm selling drugs, or my daddy's selling drugs, or whoever got me this car is selling drugs. So I gotta have something in the car. Pull me out, search me, have me handcuffed on the side of the road, flashing lights and all this shit. That shit is embarrassing and traumatic. For 10 years, multiple times a week. That shit's embarrassing and traumatic. So I don't even care for a car right now. 10 fucking years. Three, 4 times a week. I exaggerate you not. It's only 7 days a week. I'm getting pulled over half the week. Frustration. But that's life, I guess. That's my life. But I'll be back. I'm gonna go poop, get me a big ass cup of water, go get me this goddamn, what you call that thing? AC unit, and put it in my goddamn window. Even with the fans on my balls, I'm still sweating balls over here.